Hello, my sparklies. How are you? Okay, don't care. Back to me. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't even explain how much excitement I have inside of me because it's like officially spooky season. Just hold on. Uh, I put batteries in this sound machine so I can use it for you guys for the rest of the year. Um, mm. Isn't that just so fun? Okay. So let's get started. Let's get chatty, as you know I like to be. And okay, I'm just gonna tell you. I know a lot of you already think I'm terrifying and scary, so I'm not going to scare you any further with the truth. I mean, I will, but just not today or not this time. I'm not gonna ask you any questions. Instead, your assignments will be okay. So let me tell you where it comes from. Because like I said, I know I'm already scary, so and with it being spooky season, it's like I don't need to scare you more. Even though eventually, one day, I'm going to direct and produce some type of comedic horror film. Horror. Not horror film. I am going to make that type of movie so that maybe then you can see what I see. That's the only way, really. I mean, let's I mean like a cartoon or a game or something, but we have movies, so that's your assignment. You have to go watch some movies. You have to go watch 3, 4 movies if you're feeling extra spooky. And it has to be movies you've never seen before. It can be something like, oh, you've always wanted to see and like just never got around to it. That's fine. Watch something like that. Different genres for each movie. And it doesn't matter if it's based on a book. You can watch something like that. That's cool. But here's the thing, it has to be like, okay, so I was born in 2000. So you have to watch a movie that's like from the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, you know, before you were born. Nothing after, before only. So that's your assignment. You do that and just, I don't know, like I said, pay attention, take notes if you want to, ask yourself some questions, you know, get into it. Get into it. Get into the spooky season. Hold on, let me find another button. Oh gosh, I just love this thing so much. I just love it. We're gonna have a great rest of the year together, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna get real chatty, like I tend to do. I'm just gonna talk, and if you want to listen, hang out, do that. And if you don't, then screw that. Hey, it's like my makeup. You know I don't care, especially if you're a boy. Like you're a boy. I'm sorry, that's rude. I'm not the nicest person if you didn't know. But whatever. So, as I was running, as I tend to do these days, because really I'm like the Flash. Like, you be thinking you see me, but you don't. I'm just kidding. I'm not that fast. So, as I was running, I was thinking that I feel like the advice I give could be applicable for parents because, like, your kids or your offspring, even if you are fostering, adopting, maybe they are extensions of you or something like you. So if you don't like know and appreciate and love yourself, you can't teach them that, and they won't understand that because they are a part of you. It's like you and then them. You know what I mean? Are you picking up? I thought I heard something, y'all. I was gonna have to. I was gonna have to. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with this thing. It's going to be in every video, so just FYI. Okay, yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, and you probably can't be as like conceited and as selfish as I am, but that's just me as a whole. So, but still, I feel like you need to learn yourself well enough to teach your child or your offspring or whoever so that they can even like understand themselves in that same capacity. And so, one thing you need to do is because I've heard about this and like I don't know, it just used to it always I used to try not have an opinion on it because I don't like to have an opinion on things, some certain things. I just feel like I'm not educated enough, or it's just like it's not my cup of tea. It's not, and it doesn't really matter to me. But this is something that like over time, I'm like, are you crazy? I've like heard and I've seen of people not celebrating their birthdays, and I just think that's like off. I think that's weird because if you're not appreciating yourself and all the blessings that you get throughout the year, how can you expect to get more? I don't know. I don't. I'm not gonna make my head hurt today. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that. But yeah, I feel like you need to celebrate your birthday. You need to appreciate yourself, even if it doesn't have to be like a big shebang, but it can just be something to show some type of appreciation for yourself, for source, for your creator. Like that's important. Don't skip over that. The day you were born is important. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so like I was saying, you need to show some type of what do you say appreciation like to your creator. And I understand that like you go to church and you praise and all that stuff, but it's just not the same where you're being personally thanking someone for your life. And not your parents either. I mean, of course you could thank them, but it took more than them. The womb is dark. So it's like you grew in the dark. This is why the dark always became before the light. You grew in the dark. You have to know that there was something assisting. But anywho, it's not. It's so hard to explain because it's not exactly what you think. It's not how it sounds. Like yes, you are loved, but it's not in the way that you think. It's not like you have an additional parent. It's so hard to explain, and I can't wrap my head around it just yet. But I'm working on it so that I can give you guys the information. Cause it's like, how can I make this make sense? How can I make this make sense? The stories that you told that it's like Eve and Adam and the apple. Why do men have the more pronounced Adam's apple if it was Eve who put the apple? It's like it stuff don't be adding up, and I be using calculators and still not getting it. That deserves what? That deserves some type of button. I am going to have a blast with this thing. I promise you. But okay, yeah, yeah. And it's yeah, it's okay if you say like he, she, like whoever you want to call your God, your creator, your source. It's like I said, it's they have the masculine and the feminine, so you can say he, she, they, we, whatever you want to call them. I just like her because she is me. So, and I don't even feel like breaking that down either. But anywho, you cannot deny the feminine aspect of. I mean, of course, we all know that there has to be a masculine aspect because you can see, like in the holy books and stuff, messing stuff up, yaga yaga. And it's like, who does that on Earth? Who be causing destruction? Who's naturally destructive? Okay, so we obviously know this like a masculine energy type thing, but you cannot deny the feminine because she gonna come back and bite. Everybody likes to call this year the year of 8 karma. Really, the year of 8 is the year of woman, and the year 4 is the year of masculine. But and I know y'all be wondering, how do I know these things? It's just like when you're worthy, you're just born with the knowledge because you're worthy of it. It's even harder for me to even break it down and explain. And y'all, humans ate from the tree of knowledge, but they were not worthy. And that's the whole. You see, the story is not aligning. It's not right, but it's okay because I speak to the trees. I speak their language, and I be translating. I be helping, but not for too much longer because I don't like you. For real though. It's just like I don't. But and even though I don't like y'all, I can still be helpful because I live by a whole different code. Like it's rules, it's levels to this. Y'all be on some other stuff and it ain't that. Huh. I just gotta abide by a completely different code. Like, cause I be knowing hella people business. But what do I look like telling? It's like that's like what? Why would I go to your op and tell them all your business, and then I'm not friends with you, and then I think I'm friends with them? But it's like they already gonna know that I would sell them out too because I just did that to you. You see what I mean? Like I don't have that type of backstabbing weird energy inside of me. I like to have friends. I know how to be cordial. If I'm friends with somebody and they tell me their business or I know their business, why would I talk about that with somebody else? It's specifically somebody that they don't like. It's like that's just so so yucky, fraudulent. Just I'm not gonna push a button. I'm gonna think about it. I'm not gonna push a button. Okay. But yeah, I mustn't be irresponsible. I can't do that. That just that ain't right, you know. And I got decorum. Now let's see. What else do I feel like talking about? Let me see what else in here. Not too much though. Not too much though. Cause I'm getting tired of being so chatty. Yeah. You know. I know you're wondering, like, how you been here all this long and didn't nobody know? That's the thing. I didn't turn it on. I was just collecting information, you know, trying to do what I need to do. And then people want to infringe on me. A real nigga, why would you do that? Why would you do that to a real nigga? But, you know, as the dragging year's ending, I will slip back into a more docile version and I won't be as a parent. You won't feel me as much because I will just, you know, I've been slowly trying to wean you guys off me so you don't go insane and go crazy and all that stuff. But it's like I have to. I like to be left alone. There's just no other way around it. I'm Cancer. I want to stay in my shell, and I want you to forget you ever met me, honestly. But we all know that won't happen. Okay. Okay. I have talked enough. This has been so much fun. I cannot wait for the next video. I hope you guys are. Well, it's only been 2 days, so if you're not enjoying the tips, that's like, I guess it's a given. But I hope you will enjoy the rest of my tips for October. And yeah, that's all I got for you so far. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.